that stuff.
Out of respect, we have to be quiet for Arik.
Good luck. You have a 2-year-old here.
Yeah, no, she's good.
Okay, so this year I had John Billington to talk about. I lost track of how many greats he is, but he's up there as far as whoever we're related to.
Yeah.
So John Billington was born in 1580 or 1579. I found it to be either or. In I think it was Calbit, Lancaster, England, or something like that. Found a couple different places. I don't know. He married Eleanor Lockwood. I found 1603, and then I also found like 1606. I don't really know.
That's what happens.
It's like it just happens. But then apparently they had a kid in 1604 named John, so he would be John Jr. And then another son named Francis in 1606. So I'm guessing that they married in 1603. I have it here. Let's see. John traveled with his family, so his 2 sons and his wife, Eleanor, on the Mayflower in 1620. He was contracted to work on the account of some businessmen in the new colony because him and his family were relatively poor in overpopulated England, and they were kind of running out of opportunities. So he boarded the Mayflower thinking that it was all going to be people that were in his similar status, and then he found out that they were all religious separatists, and he did not get along with them because he was a pretty devoted member of the Church of England. So they arrived at Cape Cod in 1620. Yep. And while the boat was anchored out in Cape Cod, Francis, his youngest son, shot a gun in the Mayflower at a barrel of gunpowder and almost sunk the ship.
That's a true story.
Yep.
That sounds like the Dayton family.
Yeah, that's right.
He was born in 1606. It happened in 1620, so 14. Yeah, 14-ish. Yep, little delinquent juvenile.
Yeah. Just like all of them.
Yep. Hold on, sorry, skipping my notes. Let's see. Later in 1620, John Billington was sentenced to public humiliation, which I found this very interesting, and I don't know how you would do it, by tying his feet to his neck for insulting the authority of Miles Standish, who was like the new colony's military advisor. So he said, I don't know if that's like a long rope between the two, or if it's like strapped directly to. So, and as one of the first colonists, he was a signer of the Mayflower Compact as well, or contract, whatever it's called. Compact. Let's see, in 1624, so just 4 years later, now this guy was like always in trouble and stuff, and doing stuff that he shouldn't.
Indeed.
But in 1624, Billington was accused of sending letters meant to undermine the colony back to England. However, they couldn't prove it, and nothing was really done about it, other than he was just, accused of doing those things. Then sometime between 1627 and 1630, John Jr., his eldest son, died of unknown causes. But he was living with, I couldn't find this guy's first name, he was living in a Warren household. So John Jr. was not living with his parents and his family. And somebody else in the Warren household died like right around that time too. So they weren't really sure if it was like an illness-related thing or I don't know.
Excuse me just a minute. Judy, shove your chair over here so I can sit down and sit in my old chair. Okay, go ahead, Arik.
So right around the same time, like I said, 1627 to 30. Where was I? When his first son died, so his son wasn't 25 yet. He was almost 25, and he died. So right around that same time, he got in a dispute with his neighbor. I found John Newcomb, and I found John Newcomen. So one of the two of those. That would last until about 1630, when he shot and killed him. He was out hunting, and he stumbled upon this guy in a field and shot him and killed him. I think he was probably out hunting this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how you just stumble upon him.
Right.
Oh, he looked like a deer. He didn't have Hunter Orange on.
That's when the NRA began.
Right. Yeah. So, in 1630, Billington was sentenced to hang for that murder. He became the first murderer and the first hanging in the new colony.
Whoa.
Billington.
Yep.
Wow,
And so
first
then his
one.
wife kept getting into trouble after that. She slandered somebody, and then she got whipped and sat in the stocks, and then she married some guy named Gregory Armstrong, and then died a couple years later. So.
Very
There. That was awesome.